Hi, welcome again to my YouTube channel. This is just the middle of the night, and so I'm finding it difficult to sleep. A lot of things running in my mind, so I just felt let me do a video so I can utilize my time. So let me talk a bit about business. I always tell people that business is war. Yeah, it's war. It's like you fighting war. You understand? But this time around, it's the marketplace. Because over there you have millions of people doing almost the same thing that you do. So you have to rack your brain at all time to do something that will differentiate your own business from theirs. I started doing my own business, my personal business. I started business and put it that way. I was still at the university, that's University of Benin. I was doing this printing, mobile printing. That is, I would mobile, like I would carry my printer to hostels just to print for people. You understand? Before at night, I would do printing of assignment and all of that for people, for students just like me. Did something similar to that in my youth service along with my photography, and you understand. So there's some things I've learned the few years I entered the space of business. So I do not blame some people who choose to be employees. They just want to work. They don't want to start up anything. It's not easy. Not everyone can start up a business. Yeah, not everyone can start up. Okay, this I just want to say. Here are 5 things you should how should I put it for you? I say, if you cannot do the following thing, these 5 things, don't bother starting a business. Don't even think about it. Just, if you're a worker, just keep working. If you cannot, the first one I wrote over here is, if you cannot be patient with your customers. The times when have you ever met a funny customer? Okay, let's say if you work in a bank, you get to realize that there are some people who come to deposit or do any transaction, but they just keep doing things. They told the person, "Madam, do this and that." You understand? And they are doing something else. You have to be patient. You really have to be patient. I have one of my banks. I went there to do something. So one of the bankers was telling me of a situation they had, an experience where one of their customers who came to withdraw via their counter, I think a few days later, she came to the bank shouting at the bank and all of that how come we will so amount of money leave her account, although she's an elderly woman. That's what happened, and all of that was raking, and the bank decided to investigate. So thank God for the cameras in the bank. So the bank went to that particular day, and they had to go through the video, and they got to realize that she came to the bank that day to withdraw. She came to the bank to withdraw, and they were showing her the video of herself. And she was like, "Hey, see more bank." Like, if you're a Yoruba person, oh, Is it that I came to the bank this particular day to withdraw? I forgot to know, and all of that. Tana, if you're not patient with your customer, your customers will drain you. Most especially if you are the type who do not have this mental strength. So running a business requires patience with customers. I've seen a lot of people who probably are customers. Okay, let me give you an example. Because I advertise online too, I use some of these platforms. So I had this particular person who would always call me. He has been calling me for years. Good afternoon. Okay, I want to confirm, how much do you sell this? I tell him the price. So okay, thank you, sir. This guy kept doing this thing for, I think, if not up to 2 years. He never bought anything from me. There are times when I'll be like, wow, is this what this guy just want to keep doing? Or I don't understand. Or after confirming price of things from my hand, he goes to another place and all of that. Or I don't know, because he's in another state where I'm in another state. But let me just be patient enough for him. Guess what? This year, he called me. Mr. Noble, I want to buy this and that. Okay. I was like, okay, no problem. I had to listen to the things, and when I calculated everything, I was like, wow. Sent money immediately. I had to rebuild his goods, because I also deal in chemicals. I had to rebuild his goods immediately. Imagine if I had not been patient. Ever since last year, late last year? Yeah, he has been buying goods for me consistently. When I mean consistently, yes. So if I didn't choose the path of patience, I would have lost him. Probably I would have picked his call. Probably I would have told him, Oga, why do you always call? You don't buy things, or question him. And it would have questioned my own personality too, because he might feel like, this person that you want to buy from this person that talks like this, that I've not bought from me, is talking like this to me. What about if I didn't send him my money? How would you react? You get? So notice that you have to be patient with your customers. You have to be very, very patient. Number 2, if you cannot maintain trust with your customer, don't try it. Don't even try to say you want to set up a business. I say this often. Trust is a social capital in the business space. Not everyone can be trusted. Not everyone is trustable. So, and when customers find out that this person that you're buying from is trustable, they want to buy from that person, because the person has earned their loyalty. Understand that? So are you trustable before you say you want to start a business? In my line as a chemical dealer, I've had several people call me from different states. Hey, I want to buy this. Can you send them to me? Are you trustable? I love that. They question my integrity first. I give them reasons. At first, it's not easy sending your money to somebody you don't know, you've never spoken with, just online and all of that. What I do is, I tell them, let's switch to WhatsApp video call, so you can see my face, see who you're talking to, see the shop, see what you're buying, and I talk to them. They will be okay. Let me give you a trial. The last time I did for someone, after talking to the person, we didn't even do any WhatsApp call, but the way I communicated with the person, no problem, send the money immediately. And I had to, after arranging the goods, I had to make a video call. Me calling the person, these are your goods in perfect condition. This is why I am at the park, so you don't feel that the little delay is because of one or two. And the man was like, okay. I said, as soon as you get your goods, and sure you called me, I had to follow that stuff up until he got his goods, and he called me. He got what he paid for. So are you trustable? Some persons, they tell you that we want to buy this. We are running away from this particular person because we discovered that he tampers with the goods. Let's say, for example, now someone wants to buy what should I do? Okay, let's say a bag of rice. In Nigeria now, a lot of people tamper with bag of rice. They reduce from it. Now the person, I want to buy a bag of rice. You do not know what the person wants to do. Maybe it's just to test your kind of goods and all of that. But then you discover, because the person does not stay in the state, you decide to do what? To take a bit from it and you send the rest. The person begins to complain. You lost the customer already. You lost the customer for temporal gain. How about you think that long term? That how about I give this person what he wants, so that he can keep buying from me and he will always refer people. While I was in the University of Benin, I did, because then I would pay school fees for people. Anything online I would do for them. I did for hundreds of people that I never for once met. I just get a call. Hey, is this Noble? Yeah. I got your number from a friend, a close friend. I said, you do this and that. Okay, I want to send you my money. You see people send you this one, 100,000, this one, like that. And at the point I was like, wow, I've never met this person, but the persons who I met have helped me to preach. You understand me? So if you are not trustable, you will lag behind in business. You discover you don't be frustrated. Nigeria as it is now, everyone wants to go cut through corners. Do your best possible to ensure that you remain transparent, you're trustworthy, they can trust you. Don't try to join the crowd of people doing the otherwise. Yeah. My uncle, who I see as my business mentor, would always tell me, he said, whenever a customer comes to you, ensure you give them what they want. Give them the authentic goods. Don't tamper with the goods. If you know, rather than tamper with the goods, add money on the goods. But give them what they want. That will keep them to you. He said this to me in 2017. I held that thing. And it works for me like magic. So are you trustable? If you are not trustable, don't bother. Don't just bother. Just keep being an employee. Don't bother. Say you just want to start up a business. You're just going to waste your time. So maintain trust. Trust is a social capital. Okay, now the third one. If you cannot sacrifice for your customers, don't even think of starting up a business, because there will be times where you will have to sacrifice for your customer. You will have to leave your convenience. That's, you are relaxing and a customer calls that, please look at where I am, but I need to give this thing to this person. Please, can you help me to do it? You have to leave that spot where you are to run it for it, just to maintain the customer's loyalty. You get, just to maintain the customer's loyalty. A lot of people keep complaining, you see, let me tell you, wisdom is profitable to that. When the Bible says that my people perish because they lack knowledge, I really value that part of the Bible. These are little things that should be known so that you can sustain and maintain your business. Your customers are not there to sacrifice for you. You should sacrifice for them. I'm not trying to say burn yourself out. But there are certain things that you have to sacrifice for them. Just as much as saying that certain risk you have to take. You understand? So, if you know you can sacrifice, if you know you can go out of your way to help your customer to do one or two things related to their business, or talking about in particular, don't bother starting up a business. You get, when I was still in the University of Benin, I talked about doing printing. That some of my classmates or other students who would call, Noble, I'm in the hostel now, I want to print. Can you come to the hostel? I will carry my printer, carry my laptop, my bag, carry the charger of my printer straight to where they are. There I will print for everyone, print for the people, then I leave. So ever since then, whenever they want to read, okay, don't worry, don't stress yourself, I'll call Noble will come over here. You understand? So my name Noble became this popular on campus. Was like, okay, this guy is into this and that. That is the sacrifice I had to do for them. Sometimes I have to stay up at night just to do assignment, print out assignment for people. You understand that? So you have to think. You must be able to sacrifice. I've talked about you having patience. I've talked about you sacrificing for your customer. I've talked about you maintaining trust. You get that? The fourth one I'd say is, if you know that you cannot control your emotion when handling your customer, don't do business. Don't do business. At times your customer will be very angry. There are times your customer will do something that is very stupid. They know that they've done something that is very stupid, and you know. But you need to apply wisdom. Don't make them feel foolish. You know. So that's why you have to be in charge. But then it has to be from here first. You get? So you need to control emotion. I've seen situation where a customer comes, madam, how much is this? This one is 10 naira. This one call 7 naira. This one call 8 naira. This one call 10 naira. But then you ask, okay, this one call Oga. So are you buying, or you just want to come and price, or you just want to do this and that? Before you do that, so there's a particular state. I don't want to call the state that used to this. And at the end of the day, you just lost that vibes of you want to buy from. But have you ever wondered this? That you hardly find an Igbo man who gets angry with you whenever you want to buy something from them. You will be angry. You'll be doing something that should get them angry. They will tell you, no. Their major disease, don't worry, buy and go. And they will still tell you, thank you for buying from me. It's a secret. So are you able to do what? To control your emotion, to control that emotion. They want to get you angry, they want to get you mad, but you're able to maintain that right frame of mind. Or you see some customers, they tell you, madam, return this one, bring this one. Oh, sorry, just return this. They say, okay, if you know to get out, okay, carry yourself and get out of this place. Wow. By the time you tell 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 customers, get out. How many customers do you have? I've never seen a successful businessman who tells even the least customer to get out. That's why you see an Igbo man. I use them as an example because that is their space. You see them telling someone who they can even buy. They keep calling the person my oga. Even when the man is making them angry, say, my guy, you're not meant to say this, so he's not supposed to be like, he's supposed to be like this and that. They're trying to put things in place in order not to lose the customer. You should always know this. You are not the only one in the market space. That's why I said business is war. You must be able to fight that emotion in your head so you don't lose your customers. You must be able to fight that impatience so that you don't lose your customers. You must be able to fight that thought of, let me take advantage of this customer. Take advantage of his ignorance. You understand? So that you don't lose a customer. The moment a customer trusts you and you keep showing him reason to why he should trust you, the customer you see some customer will say that don't worry, I have someone I buy from, even though it's a bit expensive, let me buy from this person because this person gives me what I want and it has never failed me. I've heard situations like that. I tell you, don't worry. You said you sell 1,000 RB. My customer sells 1,001. It's just a difference of small. His goods has never failed me, so I don't want the situation whereby when I buy this, it fails me, and voila, I also lose my customers. You get that? So you must be able to control that emotion in your head. You should not talk to all your customers anyhow. You should not just talk. Imagine telling your customer, go, leave my show. That kind of thing. You should not do that. If truly you want to do your own business, you want to be successful, you should not do that. The fifth one I'm going to say is delayed gratification. If you know you cannot practice delayed gratification, okay, remain an employee. Being a business owner is not your calling. The people just started a business. It's not up to a month. They've started eating the children of that business. That is the little profit that comes out of the business. They've started spending it. They started spending it. The business is yet to stand. They've started spending what should make the business stand. So how do you expect to be a successful business person? As a business owner, you must understand the principle of delayed gratification. You understand that there is a time when you must not touch the profit that comes from your business. For everything that you make out of that business, you must return it back to that business until the business gets to a point where it can sponsor easily your bills without being affected. It can sponsor your bills without being affected. So, understanding the principle of delayed gratification is paramount, is important while running a business. Let me give you an example. You see someone who just started, let's say, supermarket. Let's say you use about, maybe say 1 or 2 million to start up a supermarket. The business is not up to 2 or 3 months. It's not even up to 2 months. Because the supermarket is new, people are coming in. You begin to eat anyhow. You say, okay, help me buy rice, 500. Buy meat, 5 meats, that's 100 naira. Let them put plants, let them put broccoli, everything and all of that. Discover you're spending 2,000 naira in the morning, 2,000 naira in the afternoon, 2,000 naira in the evening, because you feel people are coming. You don't understand one thing. A time will come. There are things that will be needed in that shop. People will come and check if they can get it. The moment they can't get it, they check out for other supermarkets. So how about now calculate 6,000 naira every day, or don't let us drag it up. Let's just take it about 4,000 naira every day for 30 days. Let me say 30 days, put it that way. That is 120,000. How about you add that money back to your business? You buy something that you feel like this person needs, so, or the customer definitely will need this. Let me buy this into the business. Until when you realize that, okay, this business has everything that is required. Now I can eat whatever I want and it will not be affected. Now I have another branch. So if you know you cannot practice delayed gratification, you see there is this mentality that is infecting Nigerians here and there that say, enjoy today because tomorrow is not what? Are you doing all of your life? And go check. Most of the time, the people who always talk that, they are the ones that live very long. But then, they live long in mediocrity. They live very long in mediocrity. So you should ask yourself certain questions. Do I need this? Can I just calm down and develop this business before I touch any other thing? Can I make this thing stand? When I started my printing in Benin, with my printer, everything, I think for the first semester there in Benin, I was careful with how I was spending my money. As it got to a point where just to build the business, I needed ink, I needed papers. You understand? I needed papers. What other thing do I need? I needed data, yeah. So I needed to be consistent with all these things. So because people would always print this print. You would imagine my class alone there was 243 in a class. Just think about that. That we were given assignment of let me just give an example of 5 pages. Now calculate 5 pages times 243. You see how it is. So for almost a semester, I was very careful. But guess what? After the semester, the second semester, I was already gaining ground. By the time I entered the following year, I could buy certain things I needed to buy. I could just go out to get something to eat or whatsoever. So that is just it. Know what you do. If you know that you want to go into business, put this in your mind that you must have this. They are very important. Thanks for listening, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. God bless you.